What's good, y'all? Back at it again right now for another video chit chat right now with your boy ST. Today's discussion, I want to talk about something I seen on Instagram is reboot movies. Some love them, some hate them. I love them, but not this one. And I hope they don't do no more after this because it's going to make me very upset. You should not reboot classic black movies. These movies should never be rebooted because they stand still in time of history. Like certain movies you shouldn't touch, like let's see, one of these white ones, Gone with the Wind. They never, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, they never remade that, but that's a good classic. Or like Good Will Hunting, that's a classic white movie. But classic black movies, you should never reboot. And the one I'm talking about is greatest one of the greatest black history. I mean, I said history. One of the greatest classic black movies. House Party starring Kid and Play. That movie, for you to reboot that movie is so wrong because it's so much things came out of House Party. And House Party, first of all, House Party, the first thing that came out of it is the names that came out of it. Kid and Play. One of the most dynamic duels of acting or history. Like Kid and Play go together like peanut butter and jelly. It don't sound right without each other. They don't coexist without each other. You can't say just kid or just play or peanut or butter or jelly. You just can't do it. It's like those most dynamic duels, and it came out that I think it was a rap group, but that is just a dynamic duel. And it also came out that movie that you just can't reboot is Kid Afro. I'll still never see nobody Afro that big, like that. Nobody ever did that besides him, and like that was like a legendary thing in that movie. It's so many points in this movie that came out of it, so you just can't reboot it. The second one is what is the second one? What the second one is the cast that they had. The cast that they had came out of it. You had Martin. You had Gina. You had who else in there was in the Full Force. Out that one movie came the Martin show. Martin and Gina. They had something going together in that movie. I guess it clicked, and right after that, Martin came out. The next one was the music group they had in there, Full Force. And they was on the soundtrack for the movie. It's so much stuff was in this one movie that you should never touch. And the last but not least was the dance. The dance. They did a dance move in this movie that was set up a wave of dances. And the crazy thing about the dance was that they didn't even come up with a name of it. The world came up, called it the Kid and Play. The Kid and Play. Don't play, the sucker you think I am. A girl like you just has to have more than one man. This I know, but I can't hang. Girl, the type of height that you... It's like, everybody know that dance. It's so many things in this movie that should never be rebuilt. Like, we should not just reboot classic black movies or shows. And I just want to get a few key points across real quick about rebooting classic black movies or cinema, television is that one thing about everything from Martin, from Living Single to Different World, just even House Party 1, 2, Class Act, even they promoted HBCU college very heavy. They promoted education in the black community very heavy. So that's one thing I think you cannot take out of these movies because they promoted, especially House Party 2, when he went to college and all these television shows. Like, y'all can reboot certain things, but classic black movies should never be touched. Like Harlem Nights, Blue Hood Avenue. Avenue. What else? Great Class Act. You got so many great black movies that shaped the course of black cinema from then to now. And just leave them alone. That's how I look at it. Just leave them alone. And it should be everything better right there. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Today's topic is just don't reboot black classic movies because they're part of history. And let the young generation watch them and see where they came from, where they started from. It started back then because we don't reboot like Black Season and like that, but those is like the merge of hip hop and everything was started from those movies and all that and everything. That's all I just wanted to say right there. Um, yeah, probably see y'all again another time soon. When I got another thing to talk about. I'ma holla at y'all. It's your boy S. Tate. Check again. One.